Have you ever started your morning with a glass of orange juice and a bowl of yogurt, thinking you were giving your bones the perfect start to the day? You're not alone. Most seniors do exactly that. Citrus for vitamin C and dairy for calcium. It sounds healthy, right? But here's the surprising truth. When citrus and calcium-rich foods meet in the same meal, your body doesn't absorb the calcium the way you think it does. In fact, certain combinations can quietly block calcium from reaching your bones, no matter how much milk, cheese, or supplements you take. After age 60, your stomach acid naturally decreases, and that tiny change makes all the difference. The same orange juice that once felt refreshing in your 40s can now interfere with how calcium travels through your digestive system. Over time, that means weaker bones, slower healing, and muscles that don't quite recover as fast. Imagine spending years eating healthy, yet missing out on the very nutrients your body needs most. The problem isn't the citrus, it's how and when we pair it. In this video, we'll uncover the 3 calcium foods you should never mix with citrus, and more importantly, the better pairings that actually boost absorption. You'll learn the simple timing trick that helps your body make the most of every glass of milk, every piece of cheese, and every squeeze of lemon. Stick with me until the end, because the third bad combination is one almost every senior unknowingly makes at breakfast. Once you fix that, you'll notice easier digestion, less bloating, and stronger, steadier energy throughout the day. So grab your notepad or a cup of water. We're about to separate the good pairings from the bad and help you protect your bones the smart, natural way. Have you ever wondered why, even when you drink plenty of milk or take calcium supplements, your bone density still doesn't seem to improve much after 60? The answer may lie in something as simple as your morning orange juice. Let's talk chemistry, don't worry. The friendly kind. Citrus fruits such as oranges, lemons, and grapefruits are packed with citric acid, which gives them that bright, tangy flavor. Your stomach also produces acid, but its main job is to break down minerals and proteins so the body can absorb nutrients like calcium. When you add too much acid from citrus at the same time, you change that delicate balance. Here's what happens. The citric acid binds with the calcium from your food, forming a compound called calcium citrate. It sounds healthy after all. Some supplements even contain it, but when it forms inside your stomach too early, it becomes harder for your intestines to absorb. In other words, the calcium leaves your body before it ever reaches your bones. This problem becomes even more important after 60. As we age, the stomach's natural acid production drops by as much as 40%. That means your digestive system already struggles to pull calcium from milk, cheese, or yogurt. When you pour orange juice over that situation, you're asking a tired system to do double the work with half the tools. You might notice small clues: feeling bloated after breakfast, mild heartburn, or a heavy feeling in the stomach even after eating lightly. These are signs your calcium foods and your citrus drinks are fighting instead of working together. Now here's the good news: you don't have to give up citrus at all. It's full of vitamin C, which helps repair tissue and strengthen your immune system. The trick is timing. Have your citrus about 30 to 60 minutes before a calcium-rich meal. That gives your stomach time to reset its acid levels, so when the calcium arrives, it can be absorbed efficiently. There's also a small silver lining. That same citric acid that blocks calcium can enhance iron absorption. So if you're eating beans, leafy greens, or fish without bones, a little citrus can help those minerals reach your bloodstream faster. The key is knowing when to combine and when to separate. Think of your stomach as a careful chemist. It can only balance so many reactions at once. When you overwhelm it with acid and calcium at the same time, it chooses one task, usually digestion, while nutrient absorption takes a back seat. In a moment, we'll talk about the 3 calcium-rich foods that clash most strongly with citrus, and you'll probably recognize at least one from your own kitchen routine. Once you see how these combinations behave, you'll understand why. Your body feels lighter and stronger when you give each food its proper timing. So stay tuned. The first bad pairing we'll uncover next is one almost every senior enjoys at breakfast without realizing it's canceling out their calcium. If you're like most seniors, your morning probably starts with something that feels perfectly healthy. A glass of orange juice beside your cereal, maybe a little yogurt, or even some cheese on toast. It all seems like a great way to get both vitamin C and calcium, right? But here's the hidden truth. Some of these foods quietly cancel each other out inside your body, stopping calcium from ever reaching your bones. Let's look at what's really happening with the three most common clashing combinations. The first one is milk or yogurt with citrus. Many of us grew up thinking that orange juice and milk make a balanced breakfast. But when the acid from citrus meets the proteins in dairy, something unpleasant happens. It curdles. You can even test this in your kitchen. Squeeze a little lemon into milk and watch it thicken instantly inside your stomach. That same reaction slows digestion, traps calcium in those curdled clumps, and makes it harder for your intestines to absorb it properly. So even if you drink milk for strong bones, your body might be missing out on most of its benefit. And if you've ever felt bloated, gassy, or a little queasy after breakfast, that's likely your body's struggling to break down that curdled mix. The fix is simple. Enjoy your citrus about half an hour before your dairy. That gives your stomach enough time to reset its acid levels so calcium can flow freely later. Or, on mornings when you want yogurt or cereal, just replace orange juice with warm water or a gentle herbal tea. Your stomach will thank you, and your bones will quietly get stronger. The second clash is between cheese or cream and citrus fruits. You might have seen those beautiful cheese platters decorated with orange slices or citrus jams. They look elegant, but your digestion doesn't appreciate the art. When acidic fruits meet rich dairy fats, the acid interferes with the enzymes your body needs to process those fats and proteins. The result, digestion slows down, leaving you with that heavy, sluggish feeling many people over 60 notice after brunch or dessert. Over time, this also means less calcium gets absorbed from cheese. Even though you're eating it faithfully for bone health, a better pairing is mild, fiber-rich fruit like apples, pears, or berries. They complement cheese beautifully without interfering with absorption. So next time you build a snack plate, skip the orange slices and go for something gentler on your stomach. And then there's the third clash, the one that surprises nearly everyone. Canned fish with bones, such as sardines or salmon, eaten with citrus juice. These little fish are among the best natural sources of calcium, thanks to their soft, edible bones. But when you pour lemon or lime juice on top, thinking it'll add flavor or help digestion, the acid starts dissolving those bones before they even reach your stomach. That means much of the calcium reacts early and never makes it into your bloodstream. In short, you lose a big part of the very nutrient you were trying to get. The easy fix is to hold the lemon until after cooking, or just drizzle a small amount at the table instead of soaking the fish. You'll still get that fresh, zesty taste without washing away your calcium before your body can use it. And for extra flavor, try herbs like dill, parsley, or a drop of olive oil. Your heart and bones will both appreciate it. Now that we've talked about what not to mix, let's turn to the good news, the combinations that actually help calcium do its job. The first good pairing is leafy greens like broccoli, kale, or bok choy with citrus, but with a bit of timing. Eat your greens first and enjoy your citrus 30 to 60 minutes later. That way, your body gets to absorb the calcium from the greens and still benefit from the vitamin C that comes afterward. It's like teamwork instead of tug of war. Another smart move is switching to fortified plant milk such as almond or soy milk. They're often easier to digest and don't curdle easily with mild acids. Just skip citrus in the same meal. And try to include vitamin D from eggs or a bit of morning sunlight. Think of vitamin D as the key that unlocks calcium's potential, helping it move from your food into your bones. And finally, let's not forget the quiet heroes, nuts and seeds. Almonds, chia, sesame, and even pumpkin seeds are packed with calcium and magnesium. Magnesium acts like a partner mineral that helps your body actually use calcium properly. So, if you combine these foods in your snacks or oatmeal, you're supporting strong bones naturally. Just avoid washing them down with citrus juice water or herbal tea. Keeps the balance perfect. It's remarkable how such small timing adjustments can change everything. Many seniors notice that once they separate citrus and calcium-rich foods, their digestion improves. They feel less bloated, and they seem to have more steady energy throughout the day. That's your body's way of saying, "Thank you for finally letting me work the way I'm supposed to." In a moment, we'll explore why these reactions become stronger as we age, what's changing inside your body after 60 that makes citrus and calcium behave differently. It's not just about food, it's about how your stomach acid, hormones, and even your medications shift the chemistry of digestion. And once you understand that, you'll see how a few simple tweaks can restore your nutrient balance and protect your bones naturally for years to come. After 60, your body begins to change in quiet ways that most people never notice until the signs start showing up. You might feel that your digestion isn't as strong, or that your energy drops more easily after meals. You may even find that your bones take a little longer to heal, or your muscles feel weaker after small tasks. These are not random changes. They're signs that your body's inner chemistry, especially how it handles acid and calcium, has shifted. Let's start with the stomach. When you're younger, your stomach produces plenty of acid to break down food. That acid helps you digest proteins, dissolve minerals like calcium, and release nutrients from the food you eat. But after 60, your stomach acid levels can drop by as much as 40%. That means your body has to work much harder to do the same job. Now imagine what happens when you pour something very acidic, like orange juice or lemon water, into a system that's already struggling to keep balance. Instead of helping, it overloads your stomach and dilutes what little acid you have left. The result, slower digestion, weaker absorption, and more discomfort after eating. That's one reason why so many seniors experience bloating or mild reflux after meals that used to feel fine years ago. Low acid also affects how your body processes calcium. Calcium needs a certain level of stomach acid to dissolve properly before it can move into your bloodstream. When acid levels drop, calcium stays trapped in your food and passes right through your system unused. So even if you're drinking milk or taking supplements, your bones might not be getting much benefit. And when you mix citrus with calcium-rich foods at the same time, that extra acid pushes things even further off balance. There's another piece to the puzzle: your gut lining. Over time, the protective layer inside your stomach becomes thinner and more sensitive. Citrus acids can irritate that lining, especially when combined with dairy or supplements. The result isn't always dramatic pain. Sometimes it's just a dull, heavy feeling after meals, or a pattern of indigestion you can't quite explain. Then come the medications. Many seniors take antacids, blood pressure drugs, or pain relievers, which can all lower stomach acid even more. It's like trying to drive uphill with less fuel. In the tank, your digestion simply can't perform at full strength. That's why food timing becomes so important. When you give your body time to process one thing before adding another, you make the most of what you eat. And let's not forget hormones. After 60, your body's ability to regulate calcium and vitamin D begins to shift. The hormone that helps your body move calcium into your bones, called calcitonin, becomes less active. Meanwhile, vitamin D from sunlight or food plays a smaller role if you're indoors more often. Together, these changes mean your body depends more than ever on efficient absorption from your diet. If you block that process with poor food combinations, you're unintentionally working against yourself. The good news: these changes don't mean you have to avoid citrus or dairy forever. You just need to adjust the timing and pairing. Think of your digestive system like an orchestra. It still plays beautiful music, but now it needs a good conductor. That's you. By spacing citrus and calcium foods apart, you give your body a chance to handle each one at the right rhythm. Try this. Have your citrus early in the morning, maybe a small orange or a glass of lemon water on an empty stomach. Then wait about 45 minutes before having your calcium foods like yogurt, milk, or eggs. This simple change helps your stomach reset its acid levels and gives calcium the environment it needs to be absorbed efficiently. Once you make that adjustment, you'll likely notice smoother digestion, fewer heavy stomach moments, and even better sleep because your body isn't working overtime to process food at night. In a moment, we'll go through a simple action plan practical meal combinations and daily habits that help you protect your bones naturally while still enjoying your favorite citrus fruits. You'll see how easy it is to turn this new understanding into a routine that supports long-term strength and energy. So stay with me, because the next part will tie everything together: the mistakes to avoid, the good habits to build, and the small daily changes that make a big difference after 60. If this is starting to make sense, take a quick moment to support the channel. Drop a like if you've ever had that mystery bloating after breakfast. You're not alone, and this community is all about learning how to fix those little things together. Your comments mean more than you know. When you share your own food combinations, or what's worked for you, it helps thousands of other seniors watching right now. So tell me below, what's one meal you're planning to adjust after learning this? And of course, don't forget to subscribe to Senior Vital Health. Every week, we break down senior health myths into clear, science-backed tips that anyone can follow. No complicated jargon, no extreme diets, just small daily habits that help you age strong and stay independent. All right, let's get back to it and build your personal bone-friendly meal plan together. Now that you understand why citrus and calcium can sometimes clash, let's turn that knowledge into something practical. You don't need fancy supplements or strict diets, just a few small timing changes that let your body use nutrients the way it was meant to. Think of this as a gentle routine for stronger bones and smoother digestion. Something you can start today without giving up the foods you love. Begin your day by giving your stomach a gentle start. Have your lemon water or half an orange first thing in the morning, before breakfast, and let about 45 minutes pass before eating anything with calcium, like milk or yogurt. That small pause allows your stomach to reset its acid balance, so when the calcium arrives, it can be absorbed fully instead of being blocked by leftover citrus acid. You'll feel lighter, and your body will get more benefit from the same food. If you enjoy citrus with breakfast, simply move your main calcium foods to lunch or dinner. Maybe you have grilled salmon, a slice of cheese, or a cup of milk later in the day. Spacing citrus and calcium by just one meal gives your digestion time to recover and prevents that heavy, bloated feeling that often follows breakfast. Picture your plate as a simple balance. Half of it should be colorful vegetables rich in magnesium and fiber. A quarter can be lean proteins like eggs, beans, or fish, and the last quarter should be your calcium source: dairy, tofu, or fortified plant milk. Then, if you still want citrus, have it after the meal instead of during. When you eat this way, your body gets all the nutrients without the acid overload. And don't forget vitamin D, it's like the key that unlocks calcium. You can get it from sunlight, from eggs, or from a short daily walk. Even 15 minutes of morning light can make a huge difference in how your body moves calcium into your bones. Water also matters more than most people realize. Try to drink mainly between meals, not during. When you drink large amounts with food, you dilute your stomach acid and slow down digestion. A few small sips are fine, but keep your full glass for half an hour before or after eating. Herbal teas are also a wonderful choice. Ginger, chamomile, or fennel tea can all calm your stomach and reduce gas. Another quiet hero is magnesium. Without it, calcium can't properly settle into your bones. Luckily, magnesium is easy to find in foods like almonds, pumpkin seeds, and spinach. A small handful of these each day keeps everything in balance and supports stronger muscles too. And here's something many people forget. Moving a little after meals helps your body absorb nutrients better. A 10-minute walk after lunch or dinner gets your blood flowing and encourages calcium to move where it belongs, into your bones, instead of being wasted. It's one of the simplest and most powerful habits you can build. You don't need to memorize every rule. Just remember the rhythm: citrus early, calcium later, lighter meals in the morning, heavier ones toward evening. Listen to your body when it feels calm, light, and steady. That's when you're in balance. Once you follow this pattern for a week or two, you'll start to notice changes. Meals will feel easier to digest. The bloating that used to show up after breakfast starts fading. You'll feel less tired in the afternoons, and your bones and joints may even start feeling stronger. These aren't miracles. They're simply your body working the way it's supposed to. once you give it the right rhythm. Here's a simple example of how that looks in one day. Start your morning with lemon water, then wait a bit before eating oatmeal with milk and almonds. Have grilled salmon and broccoli for lunch. Enjoy an orange as a light afternoon snack, and finish your day with soup, cheese toast, and a warm herbal tea. That's it, no strict diet, no complicated plan, just smart timing and calm digestion. And remember, everyone's body is unique. If you take medication or have a special health condition, talk to your doctor before changing anything major. These are gentle, natural adjustments that help your body work smarter, not harder. In the next part, we'll tackle some common myths about citrus and calcium, including one mistake that even doctors sometimes overlook. Once you understand those myths, you'll have everything you need to keep your bones strong and your digestion happy for years to come. Now, let's clear up a few myths because I know many of you might still have some questions. After hearing all this, the first myth I hear all the time is this: if I take calcium supplements, it doesn't matter what I eat with them. I wish that were true, but it's not. Supplements still need stomach acid to be absorbed. And if you swallow your calcium pill with orange juice or any acidic drink, you're actually reducing its effectiveness. Always take calcium with plain water or after a light meal, not with citrus or coffee. That small change alone can make a big difference in how much calcium your body actually keeps. The second myth is lemon water in the morning is always good for digestion. Lemon water does have benefits. It helps stimulate your stomach and hydrates your body, but timing is everything. If you drink it right before or right after a meal that includes milk, cheese, or yogurt, the acid can interfere with digestion and leave you feeling heavy or gassy. So keep your lemon water routine. Just make sure it's on an empty stomach or well before your first calcium-rich food of the day. The third myth is cooking citrus with calcium food solves the problem. Not entirely. Heat can reduce some acidity, but the reaction between acid and calcium still happens. For example, squeezing lemon over cooked fish with bones still causes calcium to dissolve early. You'll still lose part of that nutrient benefit. The best way is to add citrus after cooking or eat it at a different meal altogether. And here's a question I get all the time. Does this mean I should stop eating citrus? Absolutely not. Citrus is fantastic for your immune system and tissue repair. The goal isn't to avoid it. It's to pair it wisely. When you separate it from calcium foods by about an hour, you get the best of both worlds, better digestion and stronger bones. See, the secret isn't about restriction, it's about rhythm. Once you learn how your body responds and you give it a little space to do its job, everything starts working more smoothly. You don't need to give up your favorites, you just need to let them shine at the right time. In a moment, we'll wrap everything up with a quick summary and a few final words to help you turn these small insights into daily habits that last. So, let's take a quick breath and bring everything together. You've just learned something that most people never think about: how a simple habit like mixing citrus and calcium can quietly block the very nutrients your body needs most after 60. The problem was never the orange or the milk, it was the timing. Once you separate them, your digestion lightens, your energy steadies, and your bones finally get the support they've been waiting for. Think of your day as a rhythm: citrus in the morning, calcium later, bright fruits apart from creamy foods, water between meals, not during, add a little sunlight, a short walk, and a handful of magnesium-rich foods like almonds or spinach. And you've built a bone-friendly lifestyle without even calling it a diet. Small changes, that's the secret. When you give your body what it can actually use, it rewards you quietly. One good day at a time. You'll feel it when you wake up lighter, move easier, and notice that meals just sit better. That's your body saying, "Thank you for finally listening." If you found this helpful, please take a second to like this video. It really helps more seniors discover these practical tips. Subscribe to Senior Vital Health so you never miss our weekly guides on eating, movement, and aging strong. And down in the comments, tell me what food combination surprised you the most today, or what topic you'd like us to simplify next. Remember, healthy aging isn't about perfection. It's about understanding your body and working with it, not against it. So here's to smarter meals, stronger bones, and many more vibrant years ahead. See you in the next video.